Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Espen Kraft, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my brand new cover of a song I've done as a Patreon reward. You may or may not know this, but if you support me on Patreon for a year as a top tier patron, you get to choose any song you want and I'll cover it. And today I'm very excited to announce that I have such a Patreon reward going out to Matt Phillips. Hi Matt, I really appreciate you being such a big, nice supporter over time. And Matt, I'm excited to have you on the channel today. And before we reveal what song you've chosen for me, please let us know something about yourself. As I understand it, you dabble in sound and audio design yourself?
Hey Espen, so firstly, thank you so much for letting me participate in this video and for the amazing work that you've done on this track, as everyone will soon be hearing. But yeah, I've been working in the audio industry for probably 17 years now. Everything from designing audio DSP hardware to writing audio software, and most recently creating plugins which are based upon real hardware, real analog hardware, bringing them into the digital domain.
Hey Matt, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. And if you guys watching are wondering about what these plugins are or other things that Matt Phillips is doing in audio and sound design, please check out the video description for links to that. So Matt, the song you chose for me to do, the cover, is Dream About Me by the Depreciation Guild from 2009. Please let us know, why did you choose this song? And what other songs were in the pool of possible options for me to do?
So I had a really hard time picking out a track for you to work on, and I really went through hundreds of options, everything from Dean Martin to Depeche Mode, and anything in between. And at one point, I'd kind of convinced myself that a track by the band Electric Youth would have been a good choice, but we both listened to it and it wasn't quite right. And I was actually driving in my car one day, and the Depreciation Guild song came on, and it's from one of my favorite albums of all time. And a lot of happy memories. Back in 2009, I was living in the UK, living in Brighton, and we used to listen to this song a lot. And as soon as I heard it, I realized that it would fit your vocal range, and I knew you'd be able to do something pretty special with it.
Well, I must admit that I had never heard that song before you presented it to me, but I'm thankful that you chose something that is sort of up my alley in terms of chords and melody. So Matt, thank you so much again for joining me on the channel today, and have a good one.
Thanks again, Espen. Amazing work as always, and I would encourage all viewers to go to your Patreon page and contribute in any way possible, because the creation of music like this is really, really special, and you do a fantastic job. So thank you again.
The song is out now on all streaming platforms, including Spotify and Apple Music, etc. So I highly recommend you checking the song out, my cover, before you watch the rest of the video, because now I'm gonna break it down and show you how I did it. Dream about me. Dream about me. The key to making everything sound melancholic and nostalgic is to use major 7s and major 9 chords and minor chords, of course. And the original uses a lot of these chords as well. I'm just gonna follow up in my version and use maybe even more of those major 7th chords. So let's go through the verse and the chorus. Someplace far away, through the hills, swinging through the trees, I heard you say. So you have a A major 7, you have the G chord with the A bass, and you have the F sharp minor with the A bass, and then you go to a C major 7, and that's basically the verses. So you're just pedaling the bass here. And the C major 7. So that's basically the verse. Every time I play the verse, or do the verse, it's these chords. That differs a little bit from the original. The chorus is basically just 4 chords. B minor, E, and A major 7 again. And we repeat. And once more. And 3E, B minor, E, and I end on a D major 7. So we end with a C major 7 in the chord. Dream about me, 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 dream about me. So that's the chorus. At the end of the second chorus, I do it somewhat different. Let's check it out. Dream about me, dream about me, wait for the night, wait for the night. So what I did there was I went from the B minor, E, C sharp minor 7, and to F sharp, B minor, E, A, and down to F major 7. So that's what I did at the end there of the second chorus, and then I just repeat everything to fade to finish off the song. So there's really not much of a bridge except for that part where I did the C sharp minor 7 and the F sharp. So So that's my version of the song in terms of chords, and the melody line is pretty much the same as the original. And now we're in the Cubase window, which I used to make this track. And this is not a mix breakdown in terms of all the individual sounds and effect settings, etc., or kind of an arrangement breakdown. And these are the stem mixes. I have the drums in red, the bass in blue, synths in orange, guitars in green, vocals in yellow, and I have this this track down here that says low strings. I'll get back to that shortly. So what I wanted with this mix was to have a sort of transparent sound. I didn't want to have too much going on at the time, but I wanted the drums to have a really great impact with a sort of short room, gated room reverb on them, so no big blooming reverbs on the drums. So if we just solo the drums and get the track going, I'll show you what I mean. So not very long reverbs on this, more of a gated room type of feeling to the drums. It gives a sort of space, but it doesn't blossom forever. So let's play that from the top. And with the bass. Kind of typical bass line for the 80s. And the synths. Not much going on here, just a couple of pads layered together. One of them is from the Roland JX8P. And now we're in the verse, but let's rewind and go back to the start again and add that guitar part. So kind of lots of delays and reverb on the guitar to give that a more vast landscape to play and a soundscape. And we have the vocals coming in. Lots of delays on those. Something from the past, steady as the sea, in and out of fate. I heard you say, dream about me, dream about me, dream about me, dream about. And that's the low part, those low strings. So again, there's not much going on in terms of different sounds here, just a quite simple bass line, some pads, the guitar part, and the vocals. And in the commercial release, I've released 3 different versions, a radio edit and a instrumental version of the radio edits, but also a vocal mix. And in the vocal mix, you have only the synths and the vocals and that low string, because it sort of adds a kind of really deep sounding bass to it all. It's from the Kawai K3m, and I really like that sound, so I included that vocal mix because I had fun mixing that as well. So you're welcome to tell me in the comment section which version you prefer if you actually listen to all 3 versions. Dream about me. Dream about me. Dream about me. Dream about me. Well, that wraps it up for today's video. I really hope you liked it. A big thanks to Matt Phillips for being with us on the channel today. If you want to have perks and other things that you can't get any other place, head over to my Patreon site to see if you might want to sign up. As always, a big thanks, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.